What's up, Punters Pod listeners? You can listen to us every Wednesday on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or even watch us on YouTube. Now, let's get into the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Punters Pod.
What a time to be alive. We are back like we never left. Happy Easter to all who celebrated and got the chocolates. We got the chocolates on some massive bets over the long weekend. And it doesn't end there, Jezza, because today we have huge player props coming your way and the best value in the country. So stick around. Gather Round is here. 9 games of footy once again. Jezza, how are you? How is life? Give my croaky voice a break.
About fucking time, 9 games of footy already. We haven't had 9 games yet, have we?
Yeah, we did. Round 1. Round 1 was last time.
Okay, well, round 1.
It's been
seems
4
like
weeks.
A fucking
It's been 4 weeks.
Lifetime ago.
That's it.
Finally back to 9 games again, and it'll only be a couple more weeks till it fucking goes back to buys again. But anyway, let's be grateful for what we have when we have it.
True.
Had a big Easter, really big Easter. Obviously,
Massive.
Busy time for everyone. A lot of punts were made. A lot of money was won, especially for you. End of last week's episode, we gave out the, what do we call it?
The Ethan Tattoo Fund.
Or the Ethan Payne multi, as you said.
Yep, the Ethan Tattoo Fund.
That hits.
It hits.
What was the
Yes,
odds?
it
What'd you
hits.
put on it? Come on, give it to us.
It was $3.50 odds. It was $500 on from me. It was $16.50 return, $1,650 return. Actually made money on the tattoo, actually.
Exactly, I know. You profited on the tattoo,
there you go.
you take that there.
But you know what, Jez? I'll give you a little story time, a little rundown about this tattoo, about this multi. Of course, our legs were Nick Watson, anytime goal scorer, Ollie Dempsey, anytime goal scorer. Then the 3 disposal legs, which were Connor McDonald, 15 plus, and then 20 plus for Newcomb and 20 plus for Tom Stewart.
When you say it like that, it's all shit that had to hit.
Well,
it was
yes.
it's pretty sweat free, to be honest.
No, well, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. I was in the tattoo studio. Shout out Daffy Tattoos. And we were the only ones in there. No one else worked that day. So we were the only ones in there on the Easter Monday. It was the worst data on earth. So I was trying to watch it on KO. It was dropping in and out like anything. Finally, for me, I jumped back on it after it dropped out 5 times. And I see Nick Watson celebrating. I didn't know if he scored or if somebody else scored. My mate Mazza writes to me, "Oh my God, no way, Nick Watson goal." I'm loving it. I'm laughing. I'm telling my artist, he just scored. We're on here. I told him about the multi. He was loving it. Then next time it dropped out and came back on. The ball has gone through the goals. Didn't know if it was Geelong. Didn't know if it was Hawthorn. The screen froze. I got messages from 5 of the Punters Pod listeners on the Instagram. I got messages from 5 of my mates. So I'm pretty confident it's Ollie Dempsey. It refreshes. It's Ollie Dempsey. Then, lo and behold, last quarter, I need 3 disposals from John Newcomb. I need 2 from Tom Stewart. And I'm stressing big time. My cash out suspended. At one stage, my $16.50 cash full payout got to a cash out of around $1,200, and I didn't take it.
No, it wasn't. It was bigger than that. And I told you to take it.
I should have taken it.
Ethan sent me a screenshot of it and said, should I take this cash out? It was only like $100 less than the
No, it was
full
more.
price.
It was around $300 less. It was around $300 less. I didn't take it, and thankfully I didn't, because Tom Stewart gets it 22 and Newcomb gets 25.
Yeah, Newcomb smashed it at the end.
Lucky that Dempsey goal. I don't even know how it happened because my KO dropped out, but happy days he got the goal. And what a win. What a fucking win.
What a win. And also, I gave you a 2 out of 2 on the player props. I knew that Oscar Allen was going to absolutely tear it up against the Pies. He did.
That was a great pick.
And
3 plus.
Midfielders against West Coast. Who else does it? What was that?
Who did you have?
What was
Remind
Oscar
me?
Allen paying? It was Butters for...
Oh, Butters. Yes.
Let me just pull it up.
Well,
it was
Butters-
Oscar Allen 3 plus at $2.70.
That was
and
great.
Zach Butters 29 plus at $1.89. So
Butters
some
is
really
the
nice
only
value
player. He's the only player who can get goals, get
Disposals
touches for Port.
Yeah. So it's...
He's a good pick there. Very good pick there. Before we get into more betting, Jez, and of course the blacklist, because I've got a very big inclusion onto the blacklist this week.
I do too.
Who is the random player above my
Oh,
head?
for fuck's sake.
Carlton player. I don't know how Jez always forgets that we do this every week, guys. Carlton player, Indigenous
So try to
Australian.
erase it out of my mind. This one you might have given me a bit of a layup here, but
Layup.
if it's wrong,
Come on,
it's
Jez.
Chris Yaron.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No, you did not. You did that on purpose.
I swear.
You did that on purpose.
I swear.
Oh my god!
That's who I thought it was.
Oh my fucking god! You're joking. You don't know Eddie Betts?
That's not Eddie
Nah,
Betts.
it's not Eddie Betts. It's not Chris Yaron. Who was the other person in the Mosquito fleet? Come on. Number 38.
The three amigos.
The three amigos, number 38.
I don't know.
There was Chris Yaron.
Yeah, give me initials.
There was Eddie Betts.
Give me initials.
And there was JG. Come on, Jay.
JG.
Yes.
Jordan?
No, Jeff Garlett, you fuck
I knew that.
Well, you didn't.
I knew that.
Oh,
I
roast
fucking
him,
knew
please
that.
roast
I knew
him.
that. This cunt.
You did that on purpose.
I swear.
You're a fucking dud. How'd you go on punting this week?
I went fantastic on punting this week. Like I say every week, boys, life gets fucking busy, doesn't it? Like,
it does, Jess, it does.
Just, and especially weekends like this, not much time to punt, not much time to research.
A lot of time to win.
I turn to my friends at Punt AI. They are absolutely on fire at the moment. Plus 35 something units in the first 5 rounds of the footy. And for anyone who knows anything about punting, and I think you guys do because you listen to this podcast.
That's it.
That is unbelievable in a 5-week span on the AFL. Just following their multis pretty much, and I won heaps. I got a little bit of a story though.
I love it.
I was following one of their multis, and they like to sometimes throw up these really big odds for places where they say some good opportunities, really big odd multis. I decided to get on one on Saturday night and it was on the Sydney versus West Coast game. The odds of this multi, it was 3 legs, paying $19.50. First leg, Isaac Heaney 2+ goals. Second leg, Chad Warner 2+ goals. Third leg, Justin McInerney 2+ goals. Don't even start me. Justin McInerney ends up kicking 1 goal too.
Ouch.
The last quarter, with one of the last kicks of the game, I think it was 2 minutes left. He marks out about 35 meters out, directly in front, sprays it. Well, it doesn't even spray it, but just
Misses.
You know when it comes off a player's boot and you know straight away that it's not going in and it's going through the behind post? That happens. He might make a little bit of an appearance on my blacklist.
Ooh,
just a bit
shit.
of foreshadowing, but absolutely cooked me there. I was fuming because I thought that was home and hosed. I thought
That was a nice bet.
an easy
That was a
win
nice
there.
bet.
But for the rest of the weekend, just absolutely dominated. Even on the Easter Sunday clash, it was a bit lucky to get up, but still a win's a win. They put out a $3.60 multi, 2 legs, Tom Stewart under 22.5 disposals,
Yeah,
Bailey
22.
Smith over 30.5 disposals. End of the weekend, I had quite a bit of money in my sports bet account. I said, fuck it, let me load up on this. Put a cheeky little 250 on it. That returns very nicely. So we're absolutely loving it with Punt AI, our partners. Boys, like I say every week, if you want to get on and start getting these dubs with me and Ethan at Punt AI, go to their Instagram, DM them the word premium, and tell them that the boys at the Punters Pod send you. They'll give you a cheeky little discount, 50% off your first week there. How did you go on the punt this weekend, apart from your great tattoo fun bet?
That's it. I started the week on fire in the Pies vs Lions game. Got up on a nice multi there, even though I didn't watch the game. Was happy when the funds hit my account. Good Friday, I was let down massively from a player who will feature on my betting blacklist very, very shortly.
Ooh, I
don't
know who that
even
is.
know why I would bet on a Carlton player with the current state of their
Okay,
team and
yes,
coaching.
Yes.
And this player especially, oh my God.
Yes.
I was ropeable.
Yes,
I was ropeable on
yes.
Good Friday. Made up for it on the Fremantle win straight after. Straight up Fremantle win. $2.10 was ridiculous. That's why you listen to the Punters Pod.
Yeah,
We told you.
Embarrassing that was the odd. I know it was a close game in the end, but
Jez, we were so confident last
Yeah,
week and we
super.
were spot on. Then, of course, the infamous Tattoo Multi won big. A lot of the boys were on it, so shout out all of yous who are on that bet. Hey, my next session's next Wednesday, so we might have to make another one for Sunday night this week.
no, I reckon for true. Yeah,
the next footy, yeah.
true.
So at the end of this episode, stick around for the second edition of the Tattoo Multi. $500, like I said, into $1,650, $1,650 return. Newcomb scared us. Stewart scared us. Dempsey and Watto got their goals. C-Mac shat it in. Wow, Connor McDonald is good value. So good. Betting blacklist.
let's get into the blacklist. Now, on watch, I had a couple players on watch and I've had a couple removed. So, Will Ashcroft removed from betting blacklist.
Respect,
He
he's been
absolutely
good.
torched Collingwood, so he can be taken off it. We have Sam Darcy also removed. Listen, you guys know that I'm not the biggest Sam Darcy guy in the world, and the only reason I've removed him, he played against Essendon, he kicked his couple
3-3,
goals.
yeah.
So, like, you can't really crucify him for it.
Yeah, but the value's not good enough at 3.
I get it, but he's doing what he needs to do and what he should do, so he gets
Nazia's
removed.
still on, but
Nazia's not even on. Those were players on watch. So Nazia is still on my blacklist.
Yeah.
I'm just checking a player now who was on watch for me.
Shit.
That I think he mustn't have played. Did Kyle Amon just not play?
He didn't play. He was out.
Okay, he didn't play. So he remains on watch because very suspect, and we're still wondering what he's doing. I've got a new player elevated to the on watch list. So I think you have him on your actual blacklist. It's Jagger Smith.
It's Jagger Smith.
He's going to be one of these players now. Chera back in the side. I don't know, like, Carlton fans were raving on about him. He was the best midfielder of all time. They signed him to a new contract extension, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then Chera comes in the side and replaces him in the midfield.
Straight away.
What the fuck's that? Like,
people were saying after a couple rounds, he's Carlton's best midfielder.
Well, if he's Carlton's best midfielder, you're not
claiming the fucking midfield
with Adam Chera and George Hewitt. So he's currently on watch. I'm not going to be touching him for the next couple of weeks until I know what he can do. Blacklisted. Still on the blacklist, Nazia. Didn't play last week. Maybe he can redeem himself this week as a midfielder, but we'll have to wait and see. And Justin McInerney for missing that goal.
Blacklist.
We'll not forgive him for that.
Shit. Well, I've got another Sydney Swans player that was on my watch list who gets cleared. It was James Rowbottom. He had a good game. I think maybe I read it wrong. I think when Heaney and Goulden, all of them are playing, he performs better because Sydney have a lot more ball. Chains that he gets on the end of. Jagger Smith, blacklist. Honestly, I'm not going to touch him. After what he did on the weekend to me, what did I need him for? 23, I think? And he couldn't even get fucking...
Yeah, I think...
He ended on 19, I think.
I
So
24.
Flog, honestly. Jagger Smith, you're a ball hog. So we were talking about players who check their stats. He would have been crying at halftime knowing he had like 14 touches.
I actually think he like kind of stat padded really hard in the fourth quarter as well.
Not enough. Not hard enough, Jagger.
No, not hard enough, but I'm pretty sure he did. But anyway... Fuck those players. Let's get into some players that are actually going to perform this week. Let's get into the player props.
Woo-hoo.
2 of 2 last week from me. What'd you do?
1 of 2.
Ooh.
So not as good. Jordan Croft fucked me.
I know, but yeah, I was off about that pick, and
I was
off for a good reason.
liking it in the first quarter when Bulldogs looked like they were absolutely going to smoke him, and then the Bombers just fucking came back all the way.
My first pick for this week is going to be Thursday night game. Demolition Derby.
It will be.
Riley Thilthorpe, 3+ goals.
I love it. I love it.
$1.83. How does he not score 3 goals here? He's been in some like a bit of iffy form. He's been good around the ground. He's been good as this little midfielder, whatever the fuck they're playing.
His goal scoring hasn't been great.
Goal scoring prowess has been a bit off. I'm pretty sure it's been like 1-2-1 or something like that the past 3 weeks. He's gonna have a big one. I'd even sprinkle a little bit on like 5+.
Do you even know why? Do you even know why this is better right now?
Tell me.
Wiedering's out.
Oh no, yeah. No, that's a part of my thing as well. I just love this. Yeah, I feel like he can really have like a. I can see the AFL graphic already after the game of
5.
A picture of Thilthorpe with a big 5 goals on it. I love that one there. What's your first player prop?
My first player prop is very similar vein, very similar player that we love and adore in this show. On the Friday night,
Trace.
3+ goals.
Trace.
Josh Tracy, 3+ goals at $2.06.
I was going to do that, but I felt bad going against the Pies again.
You just have to.
It's like on Thursday night, I was like, I knew that was my player prop. I knew I gave it out to you boys, but as soon as he started dominating, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah,
stop.
fair enough. But the value for the boys, I have to give it out for the listeners. Josh Tracy, 3+ goals, $2.06. Like Oscar Allen did last week, Tracy will do the exact same to the Pies this week with no backline. Freo are one of the better teams in the comp. Will probably smash the Pies. Tracy is just an absolute machine. I can't see many worlds where Tracy doesn't score 3+. I can't.
And my second one is going to be, and you guys know I've been running the train on Richmond.
No way, midfielders against Richmond.
Midfielders against Richmond. Everyone knows that. Midfielders against another bottom team this week.
West Coast.
I'm going to take exactly Bailey Smith, 33+
I love
at
it.
$2.11.
33.
He's had 40 and 33 in his last 2 games, and that was against who did they verse?
Adelaide and Hawthorn.
Adelaide and Hawthorn. It's against West Coast. West Coast are giving up the most or second most disposals to midfielders currently this season. 33 plus. You should shit it in.
I've also got a disposal leg here. 28 plus disposals at $1.96 for your favorite player, Jez, the Bont.
Yuck.
Bont has only had
bad pick.
under 28 touches once this season and has a 70% hit rate in the last 10 games. Without Ed Richards, I love it even more. Watch Bont get 28 with ease.
You know why I hate this?
You hate it because it's the Bont.
No, I hate it because it's the Bont. And I also hate it because factoring in without Ed Richards, which means Bulldogs are down one less weapon.
Mm-hmm.
What are the Hawks going to do? They're going to put Nash to Bont. So
he's the best player in the comp for a reason.
They're going to put
it does
Nash
not
to
fucking
Bont
matter.
and quell the only superstar that they have
He's
left on the
the best
field.
player in the comp for the reason. Wait and see. Bont will probably get 40. Combine my two legs, which are Tracy 3 plus at $2.06, Bont 28 plus at $1.96, and you get a combined multi of $3.84.
And my two will come out to like $3 or some shit like that.
Okay, as per usual, just doesn't do the work.
Let's get straight into it. Thursday night game, gather round, big inning, the Crows versus the Blues. It's not a coincidence anymore. It is a pattern. This is a pattern what is happening to Carlton. I am that shattered that I didn't place that bet. We told all you boys last week.
A few of the boys did.
$9. A few of you guys did, but we told you to place the bet of Carlton leading at halftime and then North Melbourne to win the game. Why the fuck did I not even just sprinkle just a little bit on it? I was so disappointed in myself.
I wouldn't touch it this week.
I wouldn't touch it this week. But then I said that that was my thinking going into last week. Like, sure, it can't happen again, and maybe it could.
No, but they won't be leading at halftime against this Adelaide team.
For the Crows last week, Crows, in all honesty, should have won that game, I think.
It's just disappointing for them. If I was an Adelaide fan, I'd be burning about the Bulldogs game and the Fremantle game.
This is exactly what I've written down.
Two good teams, yes, but you're at home and you're in winnable positions in both those games. And right now you're 1-3.
You know what it is more so for me? I would be pissed off because in two home games against two good games, we're in winnable positions. They trail. Like, I don't know why, but they seem to start off very slow and lethargic. And then they have to, like, really get into the game. And I feel like this was them a bit last year as well. It's taking me back to the Hawthorn game where they versed Hawthorn at the end of the home and away season. And the Hawks came out to this really, really big 30-point lead to start the game off. Took Adelaide a bit of time to get back into it. They eventually came back in. And I think they ended up winning that game, if I'm right. But they come in with a rush right at the end. They came in with a rush against the Dogs. Wasn't enough. Oscar Baker kicks that goal. They come in a rush at the end. Wasn't enough. Alex Pearce gets that smeller. So two winnable games against two really good teams. And now your whole perception of this team changes.
I think it will be very different this week. But I still think they're a good team.
Oh, yeah.
I think that 1-3 is very misleading to them as a club.
Definitely.
This year. They're a lot better than that. As for the Blues, Jez, I'm not even surprised one bit at this point. Classic Carlton. Voss should be on Seek right now looking for another job. Luckily for them, they won't throw a punch in this game.
It's comical to me. Like,
it's funny.
It's just funny at the end of the day. It's like, I've heard a couple of people say that, you almost feel bad for Carlton. I don't feel bad.
I love it.
One bit at all, because all of their fans for these last few years when they've been semi-relevant, talking up about how they're the best list, they're the best this, they're the best that. The conversations or the comment sections where Carlton fans were saying, when people used to say, Carlton haven't done anything, and they used to say, we have
Brownlow medalists, common medalists. Yeah.
Where'd that get you? You don't have premiership medalists.
And you know what's so funny about them? I love it so much that they are, like, when I saw all of them leaving the ground on the TV, it just brought me so much joy. I might sound like a hater, but yeah, I don't know. Before we get into the game, when do you think Voss gets the sack? Let's go through the fixture. And you tell me when you think he gets the sack.
Let's do this little plan here, and then I'll tell you my real opinion on Voss and when he will get the sack. But continue.
So let's predict. Against Adelaide, if they lose by 50 plus points, does he get the sack?
No.
Against Collingwood on Thursday night, if they lose by 50 plus points, does he get the sack?
No.
If they lose to Fremantle at Optus by 80 points,
no.
So you don't think he's going to get the sack?
Keep going.
If Carlton lose to St Kilda at Marvel, does he get the sack?
That might be a tight one, but no.
If Carlton lose by 100 points to Brisbane at the Gabba, does Michael Voss get the sack?
That one might be bad,
in the middle of May.
I can see that being ugly. My whole theory on this is they're just not going to sack him.
You reckon?
I don't think they're going to sack him. I think they've stayed pretty strong with this sentiment of, no, he's got one extra year. We're going to keep pushing him through to the end of the year. We're going to keep him with us, blah, blah, blah. What good is it going to do for them to sack him in fucking May? Like, or April. We're at the beginning of April right now.
It's just embarrassing at this point.
But what good is it? What good is it? They know that he's not going to coach next year. I think every cunt in their dog knows that Michael Voss will not be the coach of Carlton next year. I don't care if he gets them to a prelim final from here on out, which he won't. But if he gets them to a prelim final by some miracle, he still will not be the coach of Carlton. They should have let him go last year, but obviously they weren't good enough candidates for them. We'll see what happens this year. I really think at the end of last year, if Longmire was ready to jump back into coaching, they would have sacked Voss. He said he wasn't ready. He wanted to stay in an admin role. They're not going to sack him.
Fair enough. We'll yet to be seen. I think if it gets, these losses keep piling up, because in all those games I named, I think they are going to struggle to win many games other than that Saints one.
The Collingwood one might be close.
So we will see. But Carlton won't have to worry about losing their lead in this game, because they will never have the lead, in my opinion. Crows will walk all over them from the start of the game, and they will just get trampled from the first quarter onwards and drop their heads badly. And this could get really ugly. Horrible way to start gather round for the AFL. Great way to start gather round for Carlton haters like myself. My free CPR is the Crows minus 32.5 at $1.90.
Can't see this going any other way than it just being a get-right game for the Crows. Easy as fuck win. Carlton look so slow, and especially at the end of games. And I reckon that they're gonna look like this for the whole game. But they look so slow, so tired. Cripps is that far past that it's
He's
not
done.
even funny.
He's cooked.
My free pick is also going to be the Crows minus 32.5 at $1.90.
You called this so long ago.
I did. It's
that
so
their
long
midfield
ago.
is slow. I remember you saying this when we first started the podcast, that the midfield is very slow, and it's so obvious.
And you know what? A couple years ago when Melbourne were doing it, and Collingwood to a certain degree, and Carlton, like, you had these teams that had that like slow, even Geelong to a certain point, when they didn't have Holmes going through the midfield and they didn't have Smith yet. It was like your Atkins, Danger. They have bursts of speed, but it's not this long endurance like type of midfielders. Now it's just contest to contest. You got to be fast. You got to be quick. Apart from Walsh, who Walsh can get to contest, but Walsh doesn't really have the like
burst
class. No, he does have the. Yeah, you're probably right. He's not as much of a burst player, but he doesn't have the class. He doesn't have the finishing ability to get it into the forward 50. They're just a shambles team, and that's why the Crows are going to beat the living shit out of them.
My headline for this game is Voss can't keep surviving. Another brutal loss for Voss. Has to see him get sacked on Monday. I really think if it's that ugly, they have to pull the pin, because it's getting fucking embarrassing. It's getting really embarrassing.
I can't see it happening, to be honest. Pies versus the Fremantle Dockers on the Friday night. No Nick, no Pies. That's all there is to it. I said it a few weeks ago. If he leaves for Tassie, the Pies are absolutely fucking cooked. Without him, it's just shambles. Like, you can tell straight away, like right from the get-go. Listen, in my footy tipping, I had the Lions winning either way. I had them by 14 or some shit like that. As soon as I saw Nick was out, it was just like...
I lost all faith.
I was watching that game as a neutral. Yeah. Honestly.
I had no emotional attachment to it.
There was no point cheering. There was no point this and that. But yeah, Collingwood showed their little... almost got back into the game in the third quarter. There was nothing.
Like, you know what? It's sad that... Because people think it's a joke, haha, no Nick, no Collingwood, but... As a Collingwood supporter, it's fucking true. Like, no Nick Daicos, Collingwood are not going to win many games. I think the Pies, honestly, this year just make up the numbers, finish 10th place. They're a wild card team. It just, like, stinks of that season for me.
I think... I'm not even fucking around right now. In our ladder predictions to start the year, I had Collingwood finishing 10th, and I said the only reason they're going to finish 10th is because the AFL will somehow find a way to make them finish 10th, so the wild card isn't a complete flop.
And he gets 90,000 people. And that looks like it's going that way.
Just for everyone's thing, if Collingwood do finish 10th and make a wild card game at the Jet, I will not be attending.
I will.
I will not.
I'll be there. Why not? Why wouldn't you go?
For what? A fake final? Like, no one's going to win it from 10th. So, to go for a fake final, no thank you.
Yeah, so if you finish 8th last year,
if they win...
Hawthorn made a prelim from 8th.
If they win the wild card and go into actual finals, then yeah. but not if they.
I'll be there.
Yeah, have fun with that. As for Fremantle, gutsy win. They're a good team.
They're a fucking good team. I hate it, but they're a good team.
They're a good fucking team.
They're scary.
They will finish top 2 this year and give teams in finals a lot of trouble.
But we've seen him years gone by. Can't perform in finals.
They will finish top 2.
Different this year?
This is different. They used to be the team who can't win away. Look at them now. They're absolutely fucking flying.
Would you have him as the best team in the comp? Let's do a power ranking.
I have this later on in the show, but yeah,
power ranking.
Hit me with it. Yeah, I have the only 3 teams that can win it.
All right, we'll wait for Jez's 3 teams who can win it later on. As for me, Fremantle just scary. Like, you were on them from a long way away. I'll be surprised if they don't finish top 4. And yeah, but I'm still not sold on them as flag favourites.
No, me neither. But they
finals time they could crumble.
They're in the top 3.
Yeah, but finals time they could crumble.
The line only being plus 10.5 is really strange to me, and it kind of like worries me a little bit here because it's like, what do the bookies know that we don't, kind of thing. I know the Pies play well at Adelaide Oval.
They do.
Fremantle are just such a better outfit at the moment.
Yeah.
In every facet of the game. There's not one facet that Collingwood are better or even close to Fremantle, in my opinion. Fremantle's back line looks sturdy as fuck. Midfield is obviously superior. And forward line as well. No contest there.
No contest.
Think this will be another tough day for the Pies. It won't shock me if Voss kicks 3 again, like he did last year, where he kicked 6 against the Pies.
Or Tracy.
Oh, Tracy. This is Tracy fill-up game.
Yeah.
Tracy's odds have come in a lot, boys.
$2.06.
For what?
3 goals.
Oh, no. I'm saying for the comment.
Oh.
I gave you guys the comment at $34. He's in at $10 for
Shit.
the moment. I checked that, yeah. King's at $2.50 or some shit.
My
like
boy.
That, which is way too short.
My boy.
My free pick for this game is Freo minus 10.5 at $1.90. I really hope it doesn't happen as a Collingwood supporter, but slowly my faith in this team is getting whittled away this season, and I can't see them keeping it close.
The Pies may be cooked for 2026. Freo should dominate them on Friday night, and it will send the Pies into damage control. Freo are a serious contender for the flag, as we just said. Stayed in Adelaide during the week and shouldn't have no problems against this Pies outfit. As you said, Jez, they're just better in every single dimension. That's why my free tip is Freo win at $1.60 head-to-head.
North versus the Lions. Now, looking through these games this week, and so the sample size that we've got so far, I do believe truly, and I feel like people say this every year, but truly this time, I do believe the gap between the top 6 and the bottom 6 is the biggest that we have ever seen.
It's huge.
Absolutely massive. And people are saying it's a 2-tiered competition. People are saying it's a 3-tiered competition. Fuck all that. I'm saying the top 6 teams versus the bottom 6 teams, it is
100 points every time.
Undeniable.
Yep.
Like, it's just like, and not even 100, but it's just 60-point smashings every single time. And I think we're going to see that throughout this whole season. It's not even like, you know, when like last year, start of last year, Sydney were a fantastic team. Richmond was seen as a lower. Richmond ended up beating Sydney at the G.
Yep, correct.
I can't see that happening this year. Like things like that happening. I can't really see it. People will say Melbourne versus Gold Coast.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't see Melbourne as a bottom 6 team.
Not anymore, no.
Not anymore. So that's just my opinion on that. For North Melbourne, it's a fantastic effort. Like, come from behind. But I feel like at the end of the day...
It's fucking Carlton, bro.
Yeah, it's Carlton.
Fucking
so
Carlton.
Like, I don't know if you
like
can...
North should be beating Carlton comfortably. They shouldn't
exactly.
they shouldn't be down by 20 points to Carlton.
100%. I can't agree with you more.
North haven't really impressed me. Like, I know everyone's sucking their dick and going, yeah, McKercher and Sheasel and Wardlaw and O'Sullivan, who broke his jaw, so shout out. But...
Shout out, man, for breaking your jaw.
But I just don't see the hype because you beat Essendon by only 2 goals, you lose to West Coast, and you lose 20 points down to Carlton. It's not impressive for me.
Yeah,
it's not.
I do think eventually they're going to be super good when they're up and running, when everything's firing. But like we say every single season, could it be this? It's not this season.
Yeah, but then the argument is they're winning games like that they would have lost in years gone by.
They've versed nobody.
Yeah, they're versus Carlton.
They haven't played a
they
team
should
yet.
think. Well, I do like Cooper Trembath. I think he's a good player. So that's what I got to say about North.
The
Brisbane.
Lions, they're so back. Like, everything looks easy for them.
Bro,
watching that game, it just looked easy.
They were so back, and now this week they get Andrews and McCluggage back. So
It's
fucking imagine them this
disgusting.
week.
The amount of talent on this team is fucking sickening.
Like Oscar Island got so under the radar. That pickup.
Draper murdered.
I know.
Murdered.
I know,
And he
I know.
didn't have the biggest game statistic or whatever.
But he just fucking was everywhere. Yeah.
And look, it looked like he was a man playing against boys, honestly. He murdered everyone. Like I mentioned, this game is just classes above, honestly. Different levels. Lions will rampage through this loose North Melbourne defense.
Yep.
I like the Lions team total over in this game.
Which is what?
I haven't checked it.
Oh, that's not your tip.
But that's not my pick. My pick's going to be the Lions minus 34.5. I'm going to get that team total for you while Ethan talks just now. But I just see this North Melbourne defense just letting up goals way too easily. And I think that Brisbane can really take advantage of it.
Yeah, look, everyone wants to talk about Fremantle, Sydney, Gold Coast, fucking Geelong. Do not forget about Brisbane.
Only 111.
111. Wow. Do not forget about Brisbane. The Lions are coming hot in 2026. Look poised to make another flag push, especially with the players they've got returning this week. After fucking how they've been performing last week. Sorry, North, but this is not Carlton. You have zero chances in this game. My tip is also the Lions minus 34.5 at $1.90.
Essendon versus the Demons. As for Essendon, honestly, respect to them.
Bro, credit where credit's due.
Credit where credit's due. They actually won the second half. Still a lot for me, though. This is the only caveat that I have. I watched a lot of that game. I do feel like it was a bit of a tactic by the Bombers to be like, let's kick it around the back a fuckload.
So they can't get the possession.
Waste time, keep possession of him. So defending with the ball, just keeping it away from him so they don't have time to really pack it on us. Still, credit where credit's due. They put up a fight.
I also think it was a bit of like the Bulldogs just came out after halftime and like, we've won this game. Can we really be fucked?
Yeah,
it's Easter. Like, let's just fucking go.
That's
home.
what I wrote too. I just think that the Bulldogs
Really
did what they had to do in the first quarter. They got that 30-point lead and then
let's go home. Let's go home.
Bond had fucking as 22. Much as I'm bagging, but absolute fucking stat patter against Essendon.
No, he wasn't.
Honestly, just stat padding.
He had 22 at the half.
Nah, it was but he had 22 with I think there was still fucking 9 minutes left in the second quarter. So
and he's not a stat padder because he could have went for 45, but he didn't. But anyway,
Melbourne.
Wow.
I love this team. I love this team. I've been saying it every week. They're honestly one of my favourite teams to watch. They are so good.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They're good. How about Jack Steele, man?
I know.
Nothing makes me happier than seeing him give a big fuck you
to Ross Lyon. Fuck Ross Lyon.
Last year, not playing him in the midfield, putting him in bullshit half forward positions, giving him I remember checking the CBAs and it was 42% centre bounce attendances.
Jesus.
Look at him now, absolutely dominating at Melbourne. I'm not getting too carried away. That's the only thing I'm going to say. A lot of people this week have come out and said, "Oh no, they're the real deal. Maybe they can do it."
I thought they had no chance against the Suns, and they were good. The Suns look bemused. They were really fucking good. They've got real momentum, and they just keep continuing to shock teams all year. I don't know. It was really good to see. And shout out Jared because he wanted me to give him a shout out when we talk about the Demons.
Listen, I'd be more than happy to be proven wrong. More than happy. I just don't see them doing anything in finals or anything like that. Also,
I don't think they expect it to.
I know, no, they don't expect it, but I feel like the fans are putting a lot of expectations on them now. I've heard a lot of people say...
I think they're just happy to be here.
They're happy to be here, but I heard a lot of people say, "Oh, we still got Viney to come back and this and that." I don't know if Viney gets a spot in that team.
Bro, I wish Collingwood fucking had a go at Jack Steele, honestly.
I know.
Could die for him right now.
Jack Steele, Clayton Oliver, so many misses by the Pies, but anyway, it's Pies podcast over. Only thing that makes me nervous about this is that it's at a neutral venue. Because if this was at the MCG, I'd be doing Melbourne by 1 billion.
I'd be doing cartwheels for Melbourne.
Think it was at the GDs by 100. They just play such an attractive brand of footy.
Because he's a fucking beast.
Oh, he's honestly, if he can put this season together, it's all Australian and it's he's top 5 player in the comp.
He's great player.
I said it last week. I said if he can do this consistently, top 5 player in the comp. Couple weeks in a row now has put together really, really good midfield performances. They're just so good. Think this will be easy pickings for him. Big disposal game, I reckon. Get on the disposals in this game. My free pick for this game is going to be Melbourne minus 26.5 at $1.90.
The Dons are still shit regardless of their little fight back last week. Melbourne, as we've been ranting on about, are a superior team. They're so fast, clean, dynamic. I see no world where the Dons get over them in this game. They should do it comfortably, but not at that line. I still feel like if the Dons could stay within 40 points of the Dogs, they should do the same at a neutral venue against the Ds. That's why my free tip is Melbourne 1-39.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
At $2.35. I see value in that. I think that everyone's going to overdo the Melbourne love this week, and then they might come back down to reality and have a very nice win against Essendon, but they're not a team that I'm confident enough yet to be smashing teams by 60.
100%. That's why I said it before. That's why I said I'd be more than happy to be proven wrong. But I do think that they still will have a couple smashings in them where they do lose by the 60-odd points or something like that. The Swans versus the Suns. Could see that coming from an absolute fucking mile away. We saw it. Like, the line was only 30-something, 32.5 maybe, or maybe even less. It was an embarrassing line. Like, West Coast won those 2 games in a row. Congrats. Against Port Adelaide and against North Melbourne. Sydney are a different breed. Such a great team. For me, these are my top 3 teams and the only teams that I could see winning the flag right at this moment. And they're the only teams that really matter at this moment. Brisbane, Fremantle, and the Swans. Sydney were your top pick for the year.
They were my premiership
Freo
favourites.
were my top pick for the year.
And Brisbane have won the last 2 flags.
Exactly. So how can you forget about them? They're the top 3 teams in the comp. Suns are frauds. The Suns are absolute frauds. Anderson is nowhere to be seen this season.
Real looked fucking horrible. The Brownlow medalist.
Brownlow medalist. Fucking my ass, man. I'm still pissed off about that. A team who can't play against any little bit of adversity. As soon as shit hits the van, a tiny bit for him, they just fucking capitulate.
Doesn't help that the coaches are fucking sook as well. Dimar is such a sook. Feels like they're going to be flat track bullies at home and struggle at the G against good teams.
But like, I've been saying that they get this easy fucking schedule, this and that, blah, blah, blah. They have got the easy schedule, and then they can't even do what they need to do against the easy schedule.
It was disappointing.
They do this every single year, and I'm not...
Look, there's no...
This is why I don't like them.
There's no hiding the fact that I thought this is the year for Gold Coast. I'm not completely off them. I still think they've got scope to be a top 4 team, but that was a very disappointing for me. I couldn't see that one coming, and it happened, and I'm like, what the fuck, Gold Coast? I expected more from them, but I don't think the season's done for them. But, bro, Sydney, Kerno and Heaney looked incredible. They looked incredible. All cylinders firing. Reminded everyone.
Fuck McInerney, though.
Huh?
Fuck McInerney, though.
Fuck McInerney, correct. But, honestly, that's why they were my flag favourites. That right there was why they were my flag favourites.
And in saying that, I can't believe the fucking disrespect that the bookies are putting on them.
32 is crazy.
No.
Oh, this week, yes. I know. I
cannot believe the disrespect. They are the superior team in every single way. And they still have Errol Goulden to come back. He's not going to come back this week, but he's still got to come back. Just because they lost to the Hawks 4 weeks ago doesn't mean they're bad.
With no Heaney, no Goulden.
Suns are fraudulent. First real hard fixture for them at a neutral venue, of course. They don't even give them a hard team at the home ground. They give them at a neutral
It's gather around. Everyone's playing on neutral venue. Everyone's playing on neutral venue.
Domination by the Sydney Swans here. My free pick as underdogs. What a joke.
Same.
The Sydney Swans win at $1.94.
Oh, Jez. I got the exact same odds. What are they now? Surely they've shortened a little bit. My free tip was also the Swans win at $1.94. 2 good teams, but I think the neutral venue is a clear...
Yeah, they're favourite. What a swing.
What is it
they're
now?
Favourites now. This was only last night.
Yeah.
They're $1.78 now.
See, mine, I got them at $1.94 as well. There are 2 good teams. The neutral venue for me makes it very clear who the better team is and who will win. Suns can turn it on for sure, but Sydney are just so much more dominant and consistent and reliable. Wouldn't be surprised if the Swans bounce back and make it a good contest, but I still think the Swans will win. Even at $1.78, I still like it. The
Hawks versus the Bulldogs. Now, this one's a really hard game.
Game of the round.
For the Hawks, epic win. Always a close one when those 2 teams play, the big cliche there.
Oh, you're fucked.
But I'm still not certain about either of those 2 teams that played yesterday.
Geelong I'm not certain about.
I'm not certain about the Hawks either. It just was a fumbly game. It was a bit of a chaotic game. Great spectacle, great to watch, but skill-wise, it wasn't like
I think Hawthorn fans need to fucking relax, honestly. I think
there's some on TikTok and Instagram that are like...
I think they need to fucking relax. They think they've won the flag. Like, Kick the fuck back. You were exciting. You played well. Gunston's a beast, but you're relying on a fucking 40-year-old in that forward line. I just think that they're not all that. Hence why my tips might suggest it.
For the Bulldogs, though, a couple crucial injuries in Richards and English. They both will not be playing this weekend as well. I wish they showed more in that game against Essendon.
It was lackluster.
Because I really thought it was going to be flat track Bulldogs. I thought they were going to come out.
I wanted the Dogs to win by 100
Same
easily.
as me.
And they should have.
I really wanted that too. I saw someone put like 100, because you know how on some betting sites they show you like the big bets that we've been playing. Someone put 100 grand on Dogs minus 70 and a half or something like that. So
maybe they're going to expensive tattoo. Very expensive tattoo.
Poor guy there. Just for this game, I really want to pick the Dogs here, but having Richards and English out is just way too much for me. It's two massive weapons. Then you got, on the other hand, the tag team of Reeves and Meek going up against probably Croft and Lobb or something like that. So really worries me there. The injuries to the Dogs scared me, like I said. This is a game where you just have to factor in that it's going to be at a neutral venue and there's injuries that have occurred. So my free pick is going to be Hawthorn win head-to-head at $1.61.
This will be the game of the round. I still believe so, regardless of injuries. I think if the Dogs had Richards and they had English and this game was in Victoria, they would smoke the Hawks. But for all the reasons Jez named as well, I really wanted to tip the Dogs here, and I still think there's a chance the Dogs win. But Hawthorn are versing a very weakened team. I still am not crazy about the Hawks. That's why my free tip will be them only 1-39. So Hawks 1-39 at $2.40. I can't see them winning by 40 plus, but I think the injuries to the Dogs and the venue, the neutral venue, it would just be too much for them to get up on this game.
I'm worried. Like, I can see it turning into like a thing game.
Nah. The Hawks aren't good enough to smash the Dogs.
Cats versus the Eagles. Cats unlucky lost. Still not mega convincing.
They're just not that good.
I'm not convinced in them. I know everyone goes on every year about they're such a great team. They're so consistent. This and that, blah, blah. And they are consistent, but I'm not super convinced in them. They don't strike fear into me.
No.
The Eagles could see that coming from a mile away. Slowly improving, but still a lot of pain to come in my eyes.
Yeah, they sucked so hard, the Eagles, didn't they? They undid all the good work they did the prior rounds to a shit team, mind you, but still, like, they showed nothing of what they showed the weeks prior. Dursma still a beast. I like what we said last week about him becoming the rising star over Jagger Smith. I still like that a lot.
He might be the favourite at the moment.
Surely he would be after fucking Jagger Blacksmith.
This might be really bad, to be honest. I can see the Cats seething after a close loss. Eagles will get battered by better teams, obviously, this season, and I think this is a better team here. Real flat track bully game in my eyes. Cats minus 44.5 at $1.90. And my headline for this game is going to be the Norwood Massacre. The Cats dismantle the Eagles at Norwood, continuing another week of the media ragging on the Eagles.
It will happen again for a second week in a row for the Eagles. Whacked massively again. After last week, they will be flat and they will look flat again as they come out for this game. Cats will regroup after a tough loss and get the win comfortably. Very, very easy win for the Cats. That's why I'm also taking, as my free tip, the Cats minus 44.5 at $1.90.
The Giants versus the Tigers, the second last game of Gather Round. Giants coming off a bye. Tigers really let me down last week.
Hugely.
I really thought they were going to show just a little something in that game. I really thought that they'd kept it close till halftime against better teams in Fremantle and someone else that they versed before that. But they've kept it close. Gold Coast.
Yep.
And then they come out at the MCG against Port Adelaide and get absolutely fucked.
The pants were pulled down. It was so embarrassing. It was so annoying for me.
Yeah.
Because I really expected better for them. Port did look good on the day, to be fair. But yeah, they were just like, their heads were just dropped massively. I can't imagine they look that bad many more times this year. Because I think that was like their rock bottom for this season. It was very bad.
I don't know. I really don't know. Because Giants off a bye, older, more experienced team. I think this is the game where Hogan finds his feet again after a bye, hopefully recovers a bit, gets back into it. I wish I could trust the Tigers a little more and take them at that plus 32.5 but after last week at the G as well against Port Adelaide, I just can't do it again.
Yep.
No chance. My free pick is going to be the Giants minus 32.5 at $1.90.
GWS are well rested, as you said, and should take the chocolates here. Tigs will bounce back for sure and look a little bit better, surely. If not, I'll be very disappointed in them. In the end, I see very slim chances that they find a way to win this game. Giants will do it comfortably. Over-under for me is too high at 180.5. Both teams will struggle a bit at this unique ground of Barossa. So my free tip will be under 180.5 at $1.90. Neutral ground, and it's a bit of a weird ground, Barossa. So I don't think both of these teams, who aren't top 8 teams, either of them, will find a lot of avenues to go.
I like that. And the final game of Gather Round, Port Adelaide versus the Saints. It's like 7:40
on Sunday night.
On a Sunday night, which is wank.
We'll be riding the Ethan Tattoo Multi Part 2. For Port Adelaide, they look like a competent team against the Tigers, but it's only the Tigers. That's it.
So not much you can take out of it. Saints coming off the bye. I hate myself for this, but I can see Port winning this game.
Same.
I can really see them winning this game, even though St Kilda are coming off the bye. Showcase game to end Gather Round. Home ground advantage, obviously.
I just don't see them not throwing a punch at home at the end of Gather Round.
And was this the... Oh, no, it wasn't. But this just gives me vibes of like Sunday night, Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval. I don't know why, but it gives me like...
What vibes?
That they're going to win.
Yeah,
like dominate.
That
they're going to dominate this game. I would love nothing more than to see the Saints fall again. Absolutely graveyard Sunday game. My free pick for this game is going to be Port Adelaide plus 9.5. They're underdogs in this one, so plus 9.5 at $1.90. I don't think the Saints are good by any stretch. So, yeah.
Battle of two absolutely mid as fuck teams. This game worries me massively for the Saints. I don't love Port, but I don't like the Saints even more so. Port at home in Gather Round after a win makes me feel confident that they will get it done over mid-Kilda. Give me the power to end Gather Round in SA with a bang. My free tip is Port, also plus money, but I got plus 6.5 at $1.90. And my headline for this game is Saints are shit. That's my headline, because fuck the Saints.
All my 9 legs together, which I will not be taking because I wasn't confident on a few. But
shit round.
Going to come out, it's shit round. It's going to come out to $378.73. The 4 legs that I really like that come out to $13.03. Crows minus 32.5, Lions minus 34.5, Swans win head to head, Geelong minus 44.5.
I like those legs. What's that? $13.
$13 right there.
So just chuck 500 on that.
Really like that. Crows to smash Carlton, Lions to smash North, Sydney to beat the Suns, and then the Cats to smash the Eagles.
I love it.
I can't see that losing.
Send me that.
The only thing that's really wrong about it is maybe Suns get up, but apart from that,
who's Suns? Oh, Sydney.
Yeah.
And my combined multi comes out to $408.62. Do we make round 2 of the Ethan Punters Pod Tattoo Multi?
Yeah, well, why the fuck not give the boys a bit of value? We gave you that $3.50 value last week.
A lot of people took it as well.
Yeah,
so
I know.
respect.
So let's get right into it. Last game of the round, Port Adelaide versus St.
Do we start it with something very silly and take the line? 7.5 Port plus? Nah, too risky.
Too risky. And we want this to be the whole game thing. So we don't want to. Wanganeen Miller is not getting touched.
Nah, blacklist.
I'm loving Sinclair this year.
What?
I really like Sinclair. In his past 5 games, 34, 35, 31, 31, 29, 27.
Let me see what 27 is paying, and we might have to take that.
$1.28. It's $1.28.
We'll take that. 27.
So
Sinclair,
we're taking 27. Do we go another big boy? Do we go to Zach Butters? But we can take Zach Butters here because Zach Butters.
30?
No.
What's he paying?
No, we're close. We can take him for 24.
What's he paying for? Oh my God. Why is this?
$1.28.
Why is he so low?
Maybe they're thinking a tag.
I love it. I don't care. Put Garcia to him. Put Windhager. Put whoever you want to him.
All right. So we got 2 nice little legs there. Wilkie's been dominating as well. Do we take Wilkie?
I don't love Wilkie for touches.
26, 27, 28, 24.
Shit. And what would you like him for?
Even an 18 is at $1.22.
Let's chuck him in. Maybe even less.
All right. Less?
Yeah,
we can go. We can go 16.
We'll
Let's
go
16. That gets us to an even
Safe.
$2. All right.
One more leg. Goal scorer. I'm the king of goal scorers.
Go hit us with one.
Right,
even though I picked
Watto.
Dempsey.
Yeah. Dempsey was a good kick.
And you were off about it big time.
I was off you, yeah, for sure. Shout out. All right. Anytime goal scorer. Who do we like, Jez?
I like winning Ryan.
I see someone I like. I see someone I like a lot. I
Who?
think you're gonna hate it.
Who?
Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
Corey Durden.
Well, I reckon Durden and Ryan. That gets you 350 again.
Shit, that's a sign.
Durden anytime.
Where's
Liam
Ryan?
anytime.
There he is. $1.31, Ryan. $3.50.
You got to do it.
Let's see what
it was the exact same.
There you go. So the return would be $17.50.
So the multis: Wilkie 16 plus, Butters 24 plus, Sinclair 27 plus, Liam Ryan anytime, Corey Durden anytime. Love it.
Let's go again, boys.
Yeah, I'm going to be putting it on too because I didn't cash up on it last time.
Should have, Jez. Trust me. You should have.
Boys, thank you for listening to another episode of the Punt Spot. We appreciate you guys listening week in, week out.
Hopefully that gets up again, boys. Hopefully we gave you some great tips for this round of footy. Gather round. Everyone go on SA, drive safely or fly safely and enjoy the round. As for us, peace, prosperity, and love.